Hi, this is Wiley Sharp with Catamaran Central, and today we're going to go for a quick video walkthrough on board Libra. She's a 2020 Fountaine Pajot Saba 50 6-cabin 6-head layout. I'm going to have the full specs and pricing in the description down below, as well as a little pop-up here. There's a few things I absolutely love about this boat. One is it's been professionally maintained by a full-time crew, and Connor, the current captain, has done an exceptional job maintaining the boat. I like that she's got a square top main, she's got aftermarket cushion set, which is far better than the factory cushion set, upgraded fusion stereo system, dishwasher, Watermaker, Gen, Air, pretty much everything you'd expect on a well outfitted Saba 50. Let's go ahead and jump aboard and take a look around. Through here we have the first of two mechanical spaces. Over on the port side we have a Volvo D275 as well as the Watermaker and the house batteries. You'll see when we get over to the starboard side that we have the second Volvo as well as the Onan generator. Before we even go up on the deck, we're just going to pop into the first of 6 cabins on board. This particular cabin is being utilized as the crew cabin, and from my perspective, this is a pretty comfortable crew cabin. I've definitely worked on boats where I didn't have such nice accommodations. There's storage behind the headboards, as well as storage over here on the inboard side, and storage up here, as well as a wet head port aft. Coming back up to the cockpit, I failed to mention there's a powered winch for the dinghy davits, which is an AB tender and a Yamaha outboard. Kind of give you a quick pano through the salon. We're going to come back to that. Making our way up the port side weather deck, we have a Dometic freezer, which helps supplement the cold storage on board the boat, as well as you'll see tons of opening ports, just giving you lots of natural airflow through the space. Kayak rack here on the outboard side, as well as fin organizers, a Yeti 105 cooler, and the soft goods on this boat are all aftermarket. It's not the Fountaine Pajot factory cushion set, and they've got a lot more foam in them. They're just more comfortable than the factory cushion set. We've got a settee over here on the port side, as well as one matching over on the starboard side. Centerline, we have the Anchor windlass, as well as a large storage lazarette. Just a small detail is I like they put teak holly, or teak veneer. Sorry, that's real teak, it looks like, over the anchor locker. On a lot of these boats, that starts looking pretty ragged out over time. So that's super nice that they did that. We've got a vinyl coated trampoline, which, as you guys know, I find far more comfortable than the standard kind of French style trampoline. We've got a roller furler for the Genoa, which goes up to the double spreader rig, and a square top mainsail. Over here we have a four-peak on the port side, as well as a four-peak on the starboard side. And I'll just point out right there, you'll see speakers, which is not a normal place for speakers from the factory. This boat's got a killer fusion sound system with auxiliary amplifier. More line organizers and paddleboard holders here on the starboard side. Continuing back on the starboard side, we've got the Helm arrangement, which is pretty standard Fountaine Pajot Helm arrangement, with 3 winches with all of the sail control lines coming back here. Stepping right behind that, we get to the actual helm, which has got very good lines of sight. Give you guys a quick pano through the space of both port bow, starboard bow, as well as aft. And the thing I love about this helm arrangement is the throttle's all the way on the outboard side. You can actually stand out on the wide weather deck when you're coming into a slip, which just gives you a little bit more functionality in that you can help toss stock lines, as well as just a very good line of sight aft. We've got a full Garmin electronics package, which you can see the repeaters here, a quick anchor windlass controller, the Volvo Penta controls, as well as a Garmin chart plotter here at the helm. And then a few steps brings us up to the Sky Lounge, which also has aftermarket cushions. It's really quite nice. And day beds forward. Always one of Laura's favorite places we hang out when we're out sailing on the Saba 50s. And on the note of sailing, I mean, for cruising catamaran. Fountaine Pajots in general are great sailing boats, and the Saba 50 really is one of the better designs Fountaine Pajot's ever built in a cruising catamaran from a sailing performance standpoint. Through here we have the second mechanical space with the Volvo D2 75, as well as the Onan generator, giving you more than enough power to run all of the domestic side of the boat, including the air conditioning. Kind of making our way into the cockpit, we have a long bench seat all the way aft. Over on the port side, we have an L-shaped settee, as well as additional seating here on the outboard side, with tons of storage integrated throughout the space. And I love the Saba 50. You know, I've spent a lot of time on these boats, and I truly think it's one of the best Fountaine Pajot designs of all time. Kind of quick pano through there. Over here on the starboard side, we've got a day bed. That's actually where I like to hang out the most in the cockpit. Just forward of that, we have the cockpit isotherm refrigerator. Underneath the steps up into the helm, we have the life raft extrusion. Let's go ahead and make our way inside Libra and check out the interior spaces. Okay, making our way into the salon on board Libra. There's 5 interior guest staterooms here that we're going to check out. 3 on the starboard, 2 on the port side, and we already saw the cockpit cabin. It's worth mentioning, I think I already mentioned in the video, that they only run 8 guests on this boat. So the starboard midship cabin is used as storage, and that port aft cabin access through the cockpit is used as the crew cabin. Over here, starboard forward, we have a nice large L-shaped settee with storage underneath the coffee table, as well as underneath the settee itself. One quick thing worth pointing out is with the later Saba 50s, they went with this white veneer for the cabinets, as well as a different countertop, a lighter countertop, which really makes the interior of the boat feel a little bit more contemporary than some of the earlier Saba 50s. So we have a dual basin sink with a farm style faucet, drying rack, and then something not often found on a boat in this size range is a full-size washing machine, which the crew says is like having a third member after meal service. Above that, we have the oven. Moving forward from there, you'll see tons of counter space on the for meal prep and whatnot, a 4-burner cooktop. And then the kitchen island houses the drawer-style isotherm fridge. And as we continue forward from there, we have the isotherm freezer. Before we look at the nav station, you'll see the main 12-volt distribution panel is underneath here, as well as the remote start for the Watermaker and generator. And at the nav station, we have Garmin electronic display that mirrors what's going on at the helm. We have a Victron energy management system, Fusion stereo control, as well as a handheld for the Garmin VHF. And as I already mentioned, this boat's got a killer stereo, and beneath here you can see the upgraded Fusion amplifier. We're going to go ahead and make our way down the port companionway. As we turn aft, we have the port midship cabin, which is an athwartship berth. A lot of natural light coming in from the exterior window, as well as from the overhead opening portal. Here's the first of 5 interior heads on the boat, with a vanity and sink all the way forward, storage down below. It is a wet head, but because of the size and the fact they added a shower curtain, it does keep the vanity, sink, mirror, all of that from getting wet, which is quite nice. It's also worth mentioning that all of the heads on board Libra are electric Japsco heads. Moving forward from here, we've got the second guest stateroom. I'm just going all the way forward because the door is open, with an ensuite dry head and an athwartship semi-walk-around queen-size berth with storage beneath, storage on the outboard side, as well as storage over here in the hanging locker. I love these forward cabins on the Saba 50 in general. We're going to make our way across to the starboard companionway. And it's worth pointing out, you know, it's hard to really get this on video, but the steps going down to the companionways are very gradual, making it very easy climbing up and down. Continuing aft, we have the third interior cabin we're going to be taking a look at, which is a fore and aft fully walk around, well, I guess technically semi walk around berth with large window aft, large window here on the outboard side, as well as an overhead hatch, which gives you plenty of ventilation when you're sitting out at anchor. Outboard side, we have the ensuite dry head, vanity, single basin sink, and plenty of storage. Now moving forward here in the companionway, they're not using the midship head, which is through this door. It's been used as storage. There's also a large hanging locker here used as storage by the crew. And then this midship cabin is also used for storage, although they kindly cleared it out so I could take a quick video to show you guys what the space looks like. And then continuing from there, we've got a cabin that mirrors what we saw port forward, and a thwartship semi-walk-around queen-size berth with storage down below, as well as here in the hanging locker on the outboard side. We've got more storage down here, and tons of light that comes through this large window here on the outboard side, as well as an opening hatch here in the companionway, and another opening hatch right there at the head of the bed. And then as we make our way forward from there, we have the final interior head, which mirrors what we saw over on the port side. So if you have any questions on Libra, definitely leave a comment down below. Shoot me an email. The full specs and pricing is in the description. So if you have any questions, yeah, definitely reach out. And as always, if you like the channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks and have a good day.